The Todt family murders. We're here to talk about one of the craziest murder cases of all time, when a person named Anthony Todt killed his wife and 3 kids, along with the family dog, and kept the dead bodies in the house for weeks. This script contains every single piece of information released about the Todt case so far. As the case is not so old and the trial has not yet begun, so many details of the case are still unrevealed. The heartbreaking story of the murder of the Todt family is so displeasing and unforgettable. The Todt family seems to be a perfect family, a beautiful wife, a generous husband, and 3 beautiful kids, along with 1 family dog. Anthony Todt, who was 44 years old, murdered his 42-year-old wife Megan Todt, 13-year-old boy Alec, 11-year-old Tyler, and 4-year-old Zoe, along with the family dog. Anthony and Megan were both physical therapists. Anthony ran a physical therapy business at Colchester, Connecticut, a town about 25 miles southeast of Hartford. He moved his family to Celebration, Florida, just outside of Orlando. He stayed running his business in Colchester and commuted to Celebration. He worked Monday to Friday and travelled on weekends to be with his family. Everything from the outside seemed perfect and ideal, but what was going on inside was terrible. In April 2019, Anthony came under investigation by the FBI because there was allegations that Anthony's physical therapist business was engaging in a healthcare and private insurance fraud scheme that involved the submission of fraudulent claims for physical therapy sessions to the Connecticut Medicare program. He was accused of bidding Medicaid of tens of thousands of dollars, billing them for appointments that never actually took place. Anthony's physical therapist license was expired and was not renewed by him. Although, when arrested, Anthony told the police that Megan had nothing to do with his billing fraud and she knew nothing about it. Anthony's business was already sinking and he was financially destroyed. He was facing a severe financial crisis and was also under $200,000 worth of debt at the time of the murders. The rents on his house were also due. His business was closed from Thanksgiving. After December 26, 2019, the relatives and friends lose ties with the Todt family. They didn't get to see the kids and Megan or talk to them on the phone. Anthony told his family and friends that all the family, including Megan and the kids, were suffering from the flu and were not able to talk. Neighbours wouldn't see Megan or kids playing or even heard any of their voices. Although on January 6th, the neighbours text Megan to inform her about the eviction letter on her front door. They got a response, but it was a simple and precise answer like, "Okay, thank you." On January 13, 2020, it's been several weeks since any relatives or friends of the Todt family had heard from the Todt family. They were calling them but getting no response. The family started to feel worried about the Todt family and they reached out to the police authorities to do a welfare check on the Todt family. On the other hand, Todt's crime in the fraudulent billing scheme was confirmed and the authorities knocked on the door with his arrest warrant. The door of the house was unlocked and the police entered the 2-story house. When police were searching the first story of the house, Todt walked down the stairs from the 2nd story, and on demand of the police about his family, he told them that Megan and the kids are sleeping upstairs in the master bedroom and should not be disturbed. But the police were not getting it. They went upstairs into the master bedroom and found 4 decomposing bodies of the Todt family and a dead dog in the room. Megan was found on the bed, while Zoe was found wrapped in a blanket at Megan's feet, and Alex and Tyler were found wrapped in the blanket on the mattress that was placed on the floor. By taking into consideration the situation of the room, it seemed like Anthony was sleeping beside the dead body of Megan on the bed. He was living with the dead bodies of his family for the past few weeks. This sentence alone can show how much of a sick person Anthony is. The decomposing state of the bodies indicated that they were dead for more than 2 weeks now. Anthony was arrested at that very moment. He cooperated and confessed that he murdered his wife and kids. The autopsy report shows that all the family members were drugged with a lethal amount of Benadryl. Along with Benadryl, Alec and Tyler were both stabbed. Megan was also stabbed twice in the abdomen. Whilst being arrested, Anthony declared that he himself had taken some amount of Benadryl as an attempt of suicide. The authorities sent him to a hospital for treatment. The amount of Benadryl he took was not harming him in any way, and so he was sent back to the police station for further investigation. Anthony was accused of first-degree murder of his family and was also charged with animal cruelty, as he also killed the family dog. Let's talk about Anthony's past, which affected Anthony's personality greatly and can be linked to his acts of murder. Anthony did have a tragic past. At the age of 4, Anthony witnessed a tragic incident. His father was not at home and he was sleeping when he heard his mother screaming. He saw two men who shot his mother in front of him and ran away. His mother lost her eyes and was disfigured by the gunshot that hit her, but she somehow managed to survive. She was saved and was alive. Investigation about the case revealed that his father was behind all the scene. He was a teacher and he had hired one of his students to murder his wife. Anthony's father was having an affair with another woman who he claimed was his fiancée and was planning his wedding with her. And to get rid of Anthony's mother, he planned for her murder. Anthony was just 4 years old and he was totally traumatised by the events that he witnessed. Anthony's mother divorced his father and remarried and raised him and his sister. We can say that as a child who faced such an unpleasant and tragic events, Anthony was not new to the family murder scene. His past surely did reflect this in his future deeds. Anthony was arrested in January and confessed that he had killed the family and took the blame up until June 2020. In June 2020, while waiting for the trial, Anthony wrote a 27-page letter to his father, the same father who had attempted to kill his mother and was now out of prison. In this letter, Anthony wrote that he was 100% innocent and the one who killed his kids and wife was Megan. He said that Megan had attempted to kill the children and herself several times before, and this time she succeeded. According to what Anthony wrote in the letter, Megan begged him to let her die. He said that Megan killed her kids and gave him the reason that she had to free their souls. Anthony claimed that his only crime was a good husband, as he was supporting and protecting his family from his mentally unbalanced wife, who was suffering from Lyme disease and depression for years until she finally gave up, killed herself after killing her family. He claimed that he didn't call the authorities because Megan begged him to let her die, and after she stabbed herself twice, he carried her dead body to the master bedroom and lay them in the same room, covering their bodies with several blankets to keep them warm. Anthony also wrote in the letter that how police had mistreated him, although he was totally innocent. He said that he didn't say anything before because his lawyer had forbidden him to speak the truth. In my opinion, it was clear that Anthony was trying to blame his deceased wife for the crime that he's responsible for, because he knew that Megan is not here to defend herself, she's dead. So he wanted to put the blame on her so that he could get away from his punishment. This all reminds us about a similar case of Chris Watts. Chris also accused his wife of murder and her children and attempted to get away with it by putting the blame on his wife, who was not there to defend herself. In this case, Anthony is doing the same. But let's see what turn this case will take when the trial begins. More details of the case will come to the surface, clearing our further remaining doubts about the case. Anthony's motive for the murder was clear. He was desperate. His life was falling apart and he was financially destroyed. He was about to lose his business and home. The FBI was accusing him of his crime and there was a high possibility of him going to jail. His not so pleasant past. All these events led to him taking the most unhuman step one could ever take, resulting in the murder of his own family. If you all find this script informative, don't forget to like and subscribe for more interesting real case studies and murder mysteries. This story shows a very disturbing and unpleasing side of the reality of the cruel world. Killing your own family is something people with normal minds can't even imagine. It shows that how a tragic past of a person can reflect in the acts of the future. So what do you think about the story? Was it Anthony or his wife that committed the murders? What do you think? Let us know your opinion in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.